Hi there.
Hi.
Dr. Hanes?
How are you two?
We're good.
Good.
Thanks to you.
Thank you, Sue. What I'd like to do is just kind of have you share a little bit of what I call your hero's journey, right? It's been an honor and privilege to work with you, but if you would just kind of explain a little bit about why you came to see me, what your diagnosis was, the options you were kind of weighing about which way to go and what swayed you to come this way. And yeah.
So a little over a year ago, I got a diagnosis of Alzheimer's. It was a huge gut punch. And the doctors we were seeing then talked about drugs and for the rest of my life on drugs. And so we went and we started doing research, looked at books, and we found the book by Heather Sanderson about the Bredesen protocol. And then we figured out, where can we do that around here? And you were one of the options. And we were lucky enough to choose to come here. And since we started seeing you regularly, I think it was in June, I've not gotten any worse, and I feel like I've gotten better. It's hard to quantify. I have better energy. I have hope that the future isn't going to get worse. And that's everything.
Love it.
Yeah.
And so from when you came to see me, how much better do you think you are as far as your energy, your mood, your cognition?
The energy is definitely better. Yeah, there's no doubt about that. I think my cognition has improved, and it took some months for me to think that. It sort of seemed to stay the same, it felt like, but I'm all in, and it continues to, I can maintain myself at a pretty high level. I mean, we spent the weekend with a whole group of people singing, and I had told one guy before that I had Alzheimer's. He's one of my best friends. The rest of the people, they have no idea. They'd be surprised to hear that I'm running around with Alzheimer's.
The lecanemab and those drugs, right? Best case scenario, they slow the progression, but it does continue to progress, because Alzheimer's, and if you listen to the medical literature, it's an uncurable, progressive disease.
Yep.
It goes one way. With the Bredesen protocol, sometimes we're able to kind of turn things around, which I think with you we've done. Still, you'd like your short-term memory to be better, but in a year's time with a diagnosis and having MRI brain scans and stuff that you did, the medical standard of care, it probably would have progressed quite a bit already.
I would think so.
Yeah.
And that just wasn't acceptable.
No.
We had to find something different, and thank God we did.
If there's anything in closing that you would like to say to anybody out there who is on the fence about, hey, I've got this diagnosis, which direction do I go? Who do I trust? What would be your words of wisdom?
If you can have some faith that things can improve, you need to find the Bredesen protocol and get somebody who can help activate that with you, because the alternative that we saw was drugs for the rest of my life and a decline, a measured decline. It's not okay.
Yep.
This gives me hope for the rest of my life that I can have a good life.
Yep.